Hello everyone and welcome to the Redmen TV. It is time for the final Premier League starting 11 prediction show. I'm Steve Hall, delighted to be here with you to pick the team that I think Jurgen's going to select to face Wolves on Sunday afternoon, potentially to win Liverpool the Premier League, depending on how things go, of course, between Manchester City and Aston Villa. Before we start though, I want to give you guys a little sneaky peek. Have you seen this, the new Liverpool shirt? It is out now. And it's an absolute beauty. Let me know your thoughts on it in the comments section if you're not watching already. If you want to get your hands on one of these bad boys as well, you want to buy one of your own, click the link in the description. Our friends at Kitbag, they are now on sale via there. And if you live in the UK, they've got a special code for free delivery as well. So yeah, click the link in the description below. Head on over to our mates at Kitbag. They'll sort you out with this. Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? Brand new Liverpool shirt. If you haven't ordered yours already and you want to get one, like I say, the link is there for you in the description. They'll sort it out. And again, worth reiterating, if you live in England or the UK rather, you'll get free delivery on that as well. So happy days. Right to all you lovely people in the comments section. As I'm going through this team as well, if you want to give me your thoughts, what you think I'm getting right, what you think I'm getting wrong, please do feel free to do so. I don't think any of you will disagree that it's going to be Alisson Becker in the Liverpool goal, no surprises there. Andy Robertson at left back, again, Kostas did really well in midweek, obviously comes on at Wembley as well and writes himself into Liverpool folklore with his penalty, but I think Andy Robbo's had more than enough rest now, so he's in the side for me. Centre-backs, and this might cause a bit of contention, I don't know, again, do feel free to let me know either in the live chat or if you're watching this later on, do use that comment section at the bottom. I'm going for Matip and Konate again. We're recording this before Jurgen's official press conference, I understand that. We don't know where we're at with Virgil van Dijk, but if there's any risk whatsoever, I just don't think he can do it. I don't think he can take it with the Champions League final on the horizon. Konate and Matip are both excellent. They've shown that time and time again. I thought they were both outstanding against Southampton. Southampton didn't really have a sniff. The goal was a fluke after a foul. Other than that, nothing. So I think he's going to go Matip and Konate again. I just don't think he wants any injury doubts whatsoever going into that Champions League final. And with Virgil and the issue that he picked up at Wembley, I just do not think it's gonna be a risk. So I'm not taking it, and I don't think Jurgen will. Like I say, he might say different at the press conference, in which case fair play. But I'm basing it now. I just do not think that's going to happen at all. And then Trent comes back in at right back again. Another one who had a day off in the week. Joe Gomez, unfortunately, again picked up an injury. There's talk that it might not be too bad, but I'd be shocked if he's fit for this game, given the fact that he leaves St Mary's in a walking boot. So, yeah, I think Trent. So I'm quite happy with that back four, to be honest with you. And obviously I'm happy with the goalkeeper as well. I just don't see him taking the risk on Virgil. Some of you guys in the chat disagree. Protege disagree, says Virgil starts. He has to. Whoever starts next to him, whoever partners in this game will also play in Paris. I do understand that in terms of getting into rhythm and stuff as well, but I'll be honest, I just don't see it. I just do not think he's going to take the risk of anything at all. So I'm not having it. Might be wrong, we'll soon find out. I hope I am, because if he does play, it means Virgil's 100%. Jordan Henderson, they've tried to give him a rest as often as they can this season. Aston Villa wasn't allowed to get a rest because Fab gets injured. Southampton wasn't allowed to have a rest because Gomez gets injured. So in those games, he had like an hour off, all told. But he's in the team for me. I thought Milner was fantastic against Southampton, but Jordan Henderson, the captain, he's going to come back in. That one's very, very obvious to me. In terms of who else joins him in midfield, I've gone for Naby, and I've gone for Thiago. Again, other options, I referenced it before, Milner's been fantastic in the last few games. Curtis Jones has been decent in the last few games as well. But I think he's, obviously with Fab out, I think he's going to go for what he thinks is his best three available, and that for me is Henderson, Thiago and Naby. No massive qualms. I don't know if anyone you guys disagree, but yeah, I think that's it. Again, there's talk that Fabinho touch and go, but no chance. Don't risk him at all. Absolutely no chance for that. So yeah, I think Hendo, Thiago and Naby. Before I do the front three, then I'm going to get to some of your guys' comments. Christopher, I think, disagrees with me. Wait for Van Dijk, maybe it is. We've got Mike who says, yeah, Defo, Hendo. Fab's going to start in Paris. I think both of them might start in Paris, if I'm honest with you, Michael. But yeah, I do agree. Who else have we got in here as well? Liverpool FC Red says Virgil needs the rhythm if he's fit. I 100% agree. If Virgil is 100% fine and there's absolutely no lingering issues, then yeah, play him. That makes perfect sense. My guess is the fact that he didn't even travel to Southampton might indicate something else. Again, I understand there was other players who were completely rested from that as well, but I don't think Virgil was rested. I think it was a slight injury doubt for me there. Who else have we got in here as well? Yeah, and Faye, Matip and Kanate, absolutely fine. I think that's an understatement, if I'm honest with you, Faye. I think they're absolutely brilliant. I think both of them are absolutely fantastic, so I've got no qualms whatsoever about getting it. Up front then, I've changed things up a little bit. Sadio's been an excellent number 9 for us. I think he might start out on the left this time. I've gone for Roberto Firmino up front, and I've gone for Luis Diaz on the right-hand side. Again, I'm protecting Mohamed Salah. I agree with the comments that I think the Champions League final starting team will be Sadio, Diaz and Mo, if, again, provided Mo's fit. So I've got 2 of those playing, and that's why they're both playing out wide, and I've gone for Bobby. I would not be shocked if Mane plays centrally and we see Diogo Jota, but I've got a feeling he might want a bit more minutes in Roberto Firmino, just in case, well, he's going to get some game time in Paris, you would think. So I've got a feeling he might go ask Manny to go and do a job in his more familiar left-hand side position. Move Luis Diaz over to the right and play Bobby Firmino. Let's have a little look what you think. Mike says, yeah, I think Bobby will start. Stuart's gone for Taki. Okay, on the right with Diaz and Mane. Takuni there has gone for Diaz, Bobby and Sadio, same as me. So yeah, I agree. And Slavin's gone for Diaz, Mane, Jota. Yeah, I agree. Again, on Mohamed Salah, I think if there's any doubts whatsoever, just do not take the risk. I don't think he's someone who you have to risk. Spoiler alert, I'm going to have him on my bench. He might not be too particularly happy. Son is only a goal behind him in the Golden Boot race. I get it. But with all due respect to Mohamed Salah in the Golden Boot race, there's bigger fish to fry here. He's got to be 100% for Paris. We don't want to take any chances. And I don't think Jürgen will. Let's have a look. Michael says, has Diaz played on the right? He has played on the right a few times. He has gone over there quite often. So yeah, I think he has done that before. And then Mike said, I think he starts Salah and gives Diaz the rest. Well, Diaz had the last game off. He's already had a bit of a rest. I think Mo Salah will be chomping at the bit to play. He might have a little earpiece in. While everyone else is listening to Villa City, he might also be listening to Norwich Tottenham to see what Son's up to. But yeah, I'm just not taking the chance. Right then, substitutes bench time. I'll stand over here so you can see better. There's Kelleher and Costas. No surprises there for those two. I've got Virgil on my bench, just in case as and when he might be needed, alongside James Milner, who almost certainly will be needed, the often is. There's Curtis Jones, Diogo Jota. There's Mohamed Salah, so he is on my bench as and when, get half an hour into his legs, maybe at the end. I've got Takumi Minamino. He deserves a place on this bench after his recent exploits. And then Divock Origi for what will be his Liverpool Anfield swan song. He's obviously got Paris ahead of him, and who would write this fella out of doing something special in Paris? But this will be Divock's final game at Anfield. It could be the final game at Anfield for a few of these players. Truth be told, we'll find that out later down the line, but it looks like Divock's going to Milan. It's all pretty much agreed from what the press are reporting. He's agreed terms and stuff. So a swan song for Divock Origi. I hope the game is safe enough where he can get on. In fact, you know what? And if it isn't safe enough and Liverpool need a goal, there's a good chance he gets on anyway. But yeah, I've gone for Origi on the bench again. Hard lines on some of the lads who miss out. Harvey Elliott doesn't even get on my bench. Haven't started in midweek, which is the depth of Liverpool's squad. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, again, another player who it could be his Anfield swan song for, doesn't even make the bench. And then obviously likes of Gomez and Fabio are carrying injuries. So yeah. 2, 4, 6. I have got 9, haven't I? Yeah, I've got 9. People saying that I've got 9 subs. I can count 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yeah, there we go. That is my subs bench in my 11. So yeah, I'll run through it again. We've got Ali, Robbo, Matip, Kanate, and Trent, Hendo, Thiago, and Naby. We've got Mane, Bobby, and Diaz, and then a bench, like I say, of Kelleher, Tsimikas, Van Dijk, Milner, Jones, Jota, Salah, Minamino, and Divock Origi. So yeah, that is it. I mean, it's more than enough to beat Wolves. Fingers crossed they can. beat Wolves, and hopefully Aston Villa can maybe do us a favour down the line. And if they can't, such is life, it is what it is. All we can do is beat Wolves, and then in case it are almost whatever it'll be. At the end of this game, these lads are going to get a massive send-off from Anfield regardless. Hopefully, it's with the Premier League title, but even if it isn't, even if it's going to be a great send-off for the lads towards Paris. So yeah, that is my 11 for the game. Do feel free, if you're not watching live, to give your comments as well. On what 11 you think Jürgen will pick, anything you would do differently. In terms of the game itself, then it'll be me and Errol will be live in the studio for the watch along. So if you're watching at home and you don't fancy listening to the rubbish TV commentary at times, just press mute, join me and Errol on the watch along, sync up with the clock, and we'll guide you through it the whole entire game. And maybe a trophy lift at the end of it, fingers crossed, we'll soon find out. But yeah, do check that out. We'll be live on YouTube. So if you subscribe to the channel now and click the little alert bell, you'll get a notification when we go live. We'll be reacting to the team news about an hour and 15 minutes before kick-off. So you're looking at, what, 3:15. We'll then go live with the watch-along about 15 minutes before kick-off, so 3:45. So I do hope you can come and join us for that one. After that game, of course, we'll have our normal player ratings and match reaction, and the instant match reaction as well. The instant match reaction streams on Redmen Plus, which is our streaming service. So yeah, it's basically like Netflix Red. So if you want more Redmen, if you've gone through the YouTube and you've completed the YouTube and you want even more Redmen stuff, do check out Redmen Plus. Like I say, you've got everything we do in video and podcast forms as well. I had Neil Jones in the studio today with JNO Insight, talking about some of the injury doubts of these players. I've done an opposition preview with Richard, the Wolves fan, as well. That will be streaming on Redmen Plus right now, and tons more. So do go and check that out. Yeah, like I say, if you want to get your hands on this new Liverpool kit and you want to go and buy yours, do click the link in the description. Our mates at Kitbag, I've got you sorted with that free code for UK delivery as well. I'll be back on Sunday to hopefully see Liverpool become Premier League champions, fingers crossed. Until then, I'll catch you all soon. Ta-da.
Thank you so much for checking the video out. If you want more from us, then do consider joining Redmen Plus, which funds everything we do here for free on YouTube. But not just that, we're going to give you a whole bunch of incredible Liverpool content in podcast and in video form, extra Redmen TV shows and documentaries, features and interviews with Liverpool legends past and present. Get closer to the city, to the football club that we all love on redmenplus.com. Click the button, head over there now.